All right. Welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in the studio, joined by Randy Angston, the Iron Circle shirt. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, just a nice soft plug here. We're not running ads, but if we were, the Iron Circle would be the advertisement.
Oh, the soft plug. Hey, y'all, it's the end of the year. It's coming up. You're running out of time for your Growth Summit early bird ticket. I mean, period. If you don't buy it now, it's going to be more expensive. So take your phone out, fitprogrowsummit.com. Go buy your ticket right now. This is the cheapest it's going to be. And if you're, a gym owner, if you're a listener to this show, this is the event for you. We created it for you. This is for gym owners who want to grow. The Growth Summit. It's very simple. It's awesome. It's actually a lot. It's a lot of fun. We do roundtables. We feed y'all. You get some drinks out of it. You get to meet the speakers. It's just a good old time. So can't wait. It's June 8th through 10th, right? In Scottsdale. It feels like it's a ways out. That's probably why you haven't purchased your ticket yet, but it's going to sell out and it's going to happen really quickly. So don't delay. Use the code WORM. And you're going to get $150 off of your ticket as well as your rooms. There's even bigger discount on the rooms.
Yeah. And this is, I'll say it. I think this is going to be the best fitness business event you've ever been to. I mean, that's the feedback we get every year. Every year we actually throw more into it. We try and make it better and better, which, I don't know how we're going to do it every time, but we'll find a way. We always do.
Always do.
But yeah, this is the room that you want to be in. Guaranteed.
Period. Okay, so jump on that, fitprogrowsummit.com. This episode, guys, we're going to talk about never having to scramble and look and try to spend money to get leads again. So this is kind of a piggyback on an older episode about owning your traffic, owning your list, owning the prospect database in a CRM, in a membership site, something along those lines. But we want to give you a little bit better, more strategic, tactical play that I think any gym could use, and it will win, because I can tell you what, nobody's doing it and it makes a lot of sense. So Randy, go ahead and take it away as far as the actual tactical play.
Well, yeah, let's lay the foundation. Left side, you've got brand-based marketing or value-based marketing, right? This is the content that you're putting on your social media. This is the newsletters that are going out. These are the things that you're delivering. Like we used to say, your marketplace is like a bank account, right? You're depositing into your marketplace, because on the other end of the spectrum, when we run direct response marketing, which is probably what you're running right now, you've got an ad, you're positioning that ad, offering something like a trial or, 3 sessions for $99 or something along those lines, right? Where you're eliciting a response from the marketplace. You're asking them to take action and buy something today. Well, those are the two ends of marketing. And if you're not delivering value, then you're looking for the value from the marketplace. And that's where direct response comes in. They buy something that they want, we receive the funds, and we deliver on that service. But in order to have the ability to continue and keep your costs low for your direct response, or be able to pull from the marketplace without having to spend money on cold marketing for people who don't know you, the left side, the value-based content, can be astronomically important and valuable to your business. So the more value you're putting out there, much like this podcast, right? Every week, twice a week, Tim and I sit down, we give you all of our stuff. That's because we want you to win with this. At the other end of the spectrum, when you get stuck or you want more, we have opportunities for you to purchase something and work with us one-on-one, and we'll take you the distance. That's what you need to be doing for your gym. When Tim said owning your traffic, social media posts are unowned traffic, right? When we're posting something in social media, you're posting on Facebook, you're posting on Instagram. That's their traffic. They own that. But something like a CRM or an email newsletter, a one-to-one conversation where you're communicating with your client directly, that's owned traffic. And that's where there's a lot more value, right? And so the strategy that we actually do, some of you guys have probably taken part in this actual process, from our end, is the same thing that we're going to lay out for you today. And this is something that we think that you could do. We use an education platform called Kajabi, and Kajabi is like a membership portal. You can log in, you can have your series of videos and trainings. There's actually tracking, so you can see who's watched what, how much of it, if you could do worksheets or homework. But you can build a online content portal essentially, Because you should be having your trainers, or you yourself should be delivering value-based content to your marketplace all of the time, on the regular, once a week, twice a week, whatever you can, you and your team can get out there. The more of that you can do, the more opportunity you have to ask for those funds from the marketplace. More people are going to be willing and ready to buy. You're building like, trust, and respect. And so something like Kajabi, building out a tripwire or something, a free piece of value, a free piece of content. It could be, a recipe guide, or it could be at-home workouts, or hell, something in the training gym. Maybe you break down the mechanics of a squat, or you're providing education to the marketplace. You can create that content, position an ad, send them to Kajabi, where they'll opt in, or they'll have a login essentially, and then you can deliver that content to them on the regular, either once a week, twice a week, or whatever you decide. But that also gives you the ability to then pitch and present offers. Ask those clients that you've now delivered value to over time if they're willing to, ready to take part in something that you have to offer. And that's the goal, is taking them from, delivering that value and bubbling them up there to becoming a client or a customer. And so this whole strategy is something that we've done with, like our Math of Marketing, for example. If you opted in there, you've seen what that process looks like. We've delivered that training and value there. The content to clients, which is another value-based content that we've put out there, same exact strategy. But now that we've, basically brought you into that wheelhouse, now we can communicate to you directly there in a one-to-one. And that's where Tim was getting at with owned traffic. And that's where truly the value comes into play, because now we're not playing with somebody else's assets and relying on Facebook or Instagram or those things to deliver our message to our clients or consumers.
Yeah. And it's very powerful, right? Like, this is something that coaches and digital marketers have been doing for a long time, but like the fitness business, it's no different. Mm-mm. There's education that you want to deliver to your end user. They have questions. They want to know what to eat, what shoes to buy, what workout clothes. I mean, there's all these things, stretches for lower back pain. Like, there's a million. If you're a chiropractor or a physical therapist, it's lights out, huge, man. You could do all kinds of like corrective exercises, but the same thing goes for personal trainers and coaches and fitness facilities. And you basically create these video series, PDFs with them if you want, but probably video. That's how people consume content today anyways. It lives in this protected, logged in portal that, you give access to based on people's actions. Mm-hmm. And then throughout the lifetime of that person being in your portal that you own, you can continue to drip content to those folks in your CRM, in your membership database, and send them up, right? Like, this is the lowest level, is the free content. And then you could even do a paid course if you want to. We like a tool like Kajabi. There's others, but the reason we like Kajabi, the real reason we got with Kajabi in the beginning, was that we needed to track people's progress through the consumption of the videos. You could see how active people are, how many times they logged in, how many videos they've watched, how much of those videos they've watched. But listen, guys, this isn't, get a free week kind of ads. This is a long-term play. This is for the gyms that want to kind of stand the test of time, play the long game, which is always better than the short game, right? I mean, you get some short wins, but now you're constantly trying to come up with short wins. Build this into your processes in 2023.
Huge.
This is a long-term educational. I mean, this is the content to clients, content that converts. Play, book. It's in our portal that we've taught so many gym owners. But we think that, why wouldn't it work for a gym, right?
Well, we know it does. I mean, if you look at the psychology of what we're doing, right? Like, take it outside of this stuff. I mean, how many newsletters are we subscribed to? Everything from, James Clear to Brandon Bouchard, all of these, like, anybody who's, got an online newsletter, you're signing up for that delivered content. We do these things all the time. We just don't utilize them ourselves. And at the end of it, what is it really? It's an indoctrination campaign. We're telling the marketplace the things that we want them to know so that they can make an informed decision for themselves. Some of those things are going to be wins, right? Here's some tips, some tricks. Go win in your own life. From there, that builds that like, trust, and respect factor. That's everything that marketing should be doing from a content-based side, right? We're drawing the client closer to our services by helping them, delivering them some wins so that they want more. They want more. Oh, that works. I got that information from Tim. What else does Tim have to say? Right. And so we're creating the habit of having that client come to us for the information when it comes to health and fitness that we want them to know, that they need to know. And then when they can't continue to get results or they fail to be able to do it on their own, then they come to us for the purchase. Then they come to us for the services, or they just decide that, holy crap, these are the people that, have provided me with all these wins. I'm going to go, my trust is in them. They're the ones that are going to be delivering the result for me.
And I've been this consumer before.
Same.
There's a guy, Frank Kern, you've heard me talk about. I binged on a lot of his stuff years ago, and there's a lot of his podcasts was giving me value. And I would go do that thing. I was like, man, then I would buy his next thing because why wouldn't I? He just helped me do something other, and it goes, it's the same process. I think the hesitation might come down to, well, if I give it all away, will people buy my thing? And I think it's the wrong mindset. I had the same mindset years and years ago where I was like, man, if I just give everything away, like who's going to buy my stuff, right? Two things are going to happen. One is the person isn't going to do the things, right?
No.
That's the first thing, right?
Push-ups are free, Mrs. Johnson.
Yeah, push-ups are free. They're not going to do those. So like they still need your help. And the other thing is if the consumer might think like, well, if he's giving all this away for free, I can't imagine what his paid stuff is because that's just so valuable. Man, it must be 10 times that, right? And that's the thought process.
That was exactly last week we put together. I threw you that email. I was like, dude, like just looking at the value of the content that we've done here at this table, I saw an opportunity to create a path for gym owners, right? Here is everything that we've talked about your semi-private training gym in one place. But it was exactly that. It was making our free content so damn good that the people charging for what we're giving away don't have an opportunity. And at the end of the day, there is nothing that we do here that we have not given you guys on this podcast. Like literally go back. Yeah, exactly. Like of anything, Profit, this side, like we teach the same exact things. We discuss the same exact things we teach. We implement all of that stuff right here from this table. I'm not worried that our clients, am I worried? I'm actually excited if somebody takes the lessons that we have and goes and wins because left, right, forward, they got that information here at this table. When they're discussing it, it came from this table,
and
right?
We hear about that all the time.
And half of our clients have done, aspects of what we've taught. And then when they got to a point where they wanted that hand holding, they came and they worked with us. And that's the thing. What we're doing is we're building ourselves as that resident expert. We're highlighting all of the things that we do know, the success that we've done for others. We're highlighting all of those things because the people that are coming to us, much like our clients for Profit or those walking into a gym, if the workout was all that mattered, then sure, you could be tight-lipped. But we talk about it all the time. The workout is a piece of the pie, right? The experience of walking in those four walls of your facility is where all of that is. And so you can't give away an experience. I mean, I guess you can if you let somebody through the doors and experience it without paying. But your competition, you're not giving them your experience. You're giving them pieces of what you offer. Right? Nobody's sitting there and putting all of those things together in their own home or in their gym and saying, okay, cool. Now I'm legacy personal training because I've got some cool lights, some colored, equipment and I'm doing their training. It's not the same. And so that mentality of like, somebody's going to rip it off and just do it all. I'd challenge that. Let them try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that ultimately is a self-limiting belief that really holds you back from really giving your marketplace what they need in order to make the decisions to work with you in the end.
Yeah. And I think for 2023, guys, if you did anything really, really well, just give it all away. Give more education, over deliver, do the videos, walk through the meal prep, walk through the nutrition, walk through the macronutrients and all the stretches and all the workouts, do everything. Just give it away. Do it. You can gate it, right?
Yeah.
You can gate it behind a portal, but trust me on this, the more you give, the more you get. It's a revolving thing that happens in life, and it's like this karma energy play, and I've experienced it 100%.
The law of reciprocity. I mean, you give somebody enough value, and they feel indebted naturally to give something back. It's just a human, like it's part of us. I mean, but just to clarify that gating. But what Tim meant by gating is putting it behind an opt-in form, so that we're collecting something of value that we need: name, phone number, and email address. And they're getting that content in exchange for that information. That's
Yeah.
gating. So the difference between putting all that stuff on your Facebook page for free, put it behind a gate, and now they have to log in. Now you've got their information. And again, that's controlling that traffic. Now you can one-to-one communicate with that client after that fact. That's something that you can't do on those social media platforms.
Exactly. And we're going to hook you up with our affiliate link for Kajabi. We're really big fans of that. We'll put it in the show notes. If you want to get Kajabi, yeah, we'll get a little affiliate commission, thank you. But it's a great platform, and you can run unlimited courses on there, unlimited content. I mean, there's so much you can do. We're still new in it, but I mean, we basically moved all of our stuff into it anyway. All of our coaching courses, our Iron Circle stuff's all living in one portal. So go check it out. It'll be in the show notes. Hopefully this episode helps kind of get the wheels turning, on a process for marketing and educational based stuff. Hopefully that helps. Until next episode, guys, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next show. Bye. All right. And thank you for listening to that episode of the Built to Grow podcast, where we help gym owners win. Now, do you want to connect with me and other gym owners online? All you need to do is join our private Facebook group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Just head on over to Facebook and type in Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. And when you do, we're going to give you our 10 marketing strategies 7-figure gym owners use to win. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep building something great.